At 2:47 on a Thursday afternoon, I had $2,400 in my funded account. At 3:47, it was all gone. 1 hour, 60 minutes of revenge trading. No single loss killed me. I just kept chasing until the drawdown limit did what I couldn't stop myself from doing. And this is the exact pattern trading psychologist Mark Douglas spent his career studying. In Trading in the Zone, he nailed the difference between understanding risk and feeling it. And that gap is where accounts get blown. Today, I'm using his framework to break down the worst hour of my trading life. Stay tuned because you're not going to want to miss this. So here's what that hour actually looked like for me. I was up maybe $60 that morning on a clean setup, one solid trade, and it was a textbook entry for me. Then I took a second trade I had planned on. It went against me, but instead of just taking the sign, I moved it. And so I increased my risk. All of a sudden, I was down $300. At this point, I'm not angry at the market. I'm more angry at myself. So I revenge sized my next trade. I increased my positioning to make up for that loss. I basically doubled my risk. And guess what? That one went against me too. And something switched in my brain. I stopped trading a plan and started trading the need to get back my profits. Every loss felt personal to me. And by 3:47 that same afternoon, the platform hit my max drawdown and locked me out of my account. I hadn't blown it on one trade. I'd blown it on 5 trades at that point, one worse than the other. And in 60 minutes, each one was more desperate than the last. And the worst part about it was that I knew the rules. I knew I was breaking my own rules. I had the rules written next to me on my notepad. I just stopped following them the second I took that loss and saw my profit slipping away. So why does the rule follower like me end up blowing up an account in an hour? Well, Mark Douglas wrote the whole book on this. Traders, fail because they don't understand the environment they're actually operating in. Here's the illusion that took me a while to break through. A prop firm hands you a $50,000 account. And so your brain wants to trade like you own $50,000, but you don't. Your real drawdown limit is maybe $2,500 on like an Apex account. So the real account I blew that afternoon wasn't 50 grand. It was $2,500, but I was risking it as if I had $50,000 to play with. The day I started viewing it strictly as a $2,500 account, everything changed. That math shift, redefining risk around your actual drawdown, is the difference between surviving an hour of bad trades and ending your whole week. From there, I tried to be as mechanical as possible. It's still a learning journey for me. No discretionary guessing, no chasing candles, just clear, repeatable entry criteria. Douglas is blunt about this. When trading is done right, it should feel boring. I've watched so many videos that talk about trading should feel boring. That dopamine rush isn't a signal, it's the sound of gambling, not a systematic execution of your rules. So I went back to my rules and made them even more binary. Was the setup there? If so, then I traded. Setup's not there, I walk away. There's no room for revenge in a binary system because there's no decision left to make in that moment. That's the part that finally worked. But here's the truth nobody told me when I was starting out. And it's the truth that's helped me stop blowing accounts. Staying disciplined through a run of losses is harder than any single blow up I've ever had. Right now, I have rules and I do my best to follow them, but I'm waiting for that sample size to catch up. The edge hasn't statistically proven itself yet. I'm still losing more than I'm winning, and it's still a struggle to deal with day in and day out. In Mark Douglas's terms, I understand probabilities intellectually, but absorbing a string of red days is a completely different animal. And I'm only now starting to get the hang of dealing with those losses. I used to think trading was 90% technical analysis and 10% psychology. I had it completely backwards. The strategy is just the barrier to entry. The real work is executing flawlessly when the edge feels cold, or when you think price is going to reverse even though your setup presents itself perfectly. And that's the part I'm still grinding through. I've gone to break even on so many trades because I moved my stop to break even too early because I was scared. And I lost out on tons of profits that probably could have gotten me at my first payout by now. But that's part of the journey. So back to that Thursday afternoon we started off. The lesson wasn't that my strategy was broken. My strategy was fine. I broke it by redefining risk in real time, in the middle of a drawdown. by making every loss personal until the account was gone. If you're struggling with revenge trading, stop trying to fix your indicator setups. Fix your risk definition. Scale down to your true drawdown limit. Make the rules binary and as simple as possible. And when you have a bad hour, because you will, the goal isn't to feel good. It's just to be compliant and accept the reality that losses are a part of the business of trading. I'm logging every step of my journey on this channel. The wins, the losses, the back tests, and hopefully the boring discipline. If you're building a system grounded in reality instead of hype, then subscribe and follow along. And if you're interested in seeing one of my backtesting playlists, then check out this one right here. I'll do my best to keep these mechanical trading backtests coming for you guys in the next couple of weeks. And I'll see you in the next video.